Hello everybody, it's your boy N here. I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. So in today's video, let's have a look at the Eye of the Typhoon. Is it a weapon that's worth building or not? So let's get right on into it. For the cores and the substats, this is what I've gone with. Now, despite me having a rounds on there, I have built this weapon to full electric because, you know, so on and so forth, and it's got electric built into the weapon, so that's the main reason why. So when it comes to this weapon, it's a beam rifle, which means right off the bat it might not be the greatest weapon. And I'll be completely real with you, after using it, I am absolutely able to tell you that this weapon is a sack of shit. So even with a fairly standard build, I've not done anything insane on here, and I've not even gone ahead and made the glare specific for it, because this weapon is very, very odd. Now, is this weapon bad? No. But it's still bad. I know that probably sounds really stupid, but the main thing I can say with this weapon is the damage on this weapon is there with Glare or with Ajax or with Serena. But if you have to use Glare, Ajax or Serena on a weapon to basically make it worthwhile, then the weapon kind of falls apart. If I was to switch Glare out for Valby, as an example, the weapon will decrease the damage because Glare does give damage increase, and with Valby you can see the weapon does take a little bit longer. The crits are there, the crits are beautiful, the damage is not bad, but this weapon is just so insanely impractical. It's really weird because if you look at the way that this weapon fires normally, with the several beams and takes a few seconds to kill each mob, that is not bad. But when you grab the enhanced variation, as you can see this taking care of a few mobs at a time, this is cool. Then you grab the enhanced variation and this is slower. It does more damage once in a while, but this is literally slower. So the enhanced variation of this is worse than the normal, because the normal will hit all of these mobs at the same time and kill more. So in terms of actually killing mobs, the normal variation of this weapon is better. Now, the weapon itself looks cool as anything. It looks like a genuine, interesting weapon that, you know, might be something crazy fun to play. Thank you for the follow, Angel of Glory. I appreciate that. But it falls apart in practicality. And I don't like recommending weapons or even going down the weapon route of, oh, the weapon's good, but you have to, and then so on and so forth. With this weapon, if you want it to be decent or practical, you gotta slap it on Glare, or you gotta slap it on Ajax, or slap it on Serena. Because otherwise, it takes way too long to kill mobs, in my opinion. In a day and age where, well, every weapon needs to be a 1 second bloody idiot nuke machine, why would I want to use a gun compared anything to close to what the Relic can do with Glare, or compared to something like that? Let's say even with the Glare and the Relic, it will take me, sorry, hang on a sec, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to do that. And if I was to do this again with Glare, but this time use the Relic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the Relics kill the entire room, or almost the entire room. So you catch my drift. The weapon itself is not a bad weapon, but it's just insanely impractical. I spent genuinely, I think, about 5 or 10 entire minutes sitting here thinking about what the actual genuine use case scenario for this weapon could be. And I think I managed to find it. If you have a mission that has orbs or balls that you need to shoot, that's probably the only use case where this weapon is not a complete dog shit. When it comes to mobbing, Serena can shove 300% multiplier on it, and wow, would you look at that, it melts everything. But that's Serena, and same principle applies, because why would I bother doing that when I can just, you know, use Serena and make it melt anything anyways. Other than that, when it comes to bossing, yep, also plenty of bossing potential because of Serena too. Yeah, just Serena, isn't it, really? Like, this is the thing, it's not even, I don't know where this weapon is or what its purpose is. This is the battle pass weapon, and genuinely, I feel confusion. I feel genuine confusion looking at this weapon, trying to figure out where it goes. It's not a bad weapon, like I said, but it's just not good enough to replace anything, and it's not good enough to serve any purpose. So it puts itself in a very, very, very weird predicament. Just as a quick example as well, if I was to use a Descendant that requires me to, I don't know, stand there and shoot something, like let's go with Lepic for example. I'll use Lepic and I'll quickly slap the Eye of the Typhoon on, and then let me just quickly go run on into the new dungeon. When it comes to shooting this weapon, it's just going to be ridiculously impractical. Does it work on ships? It does a little bit of damage to ships as well, but I just don't see the reason of this weapon. Like I said, it struggles to replace anything, and when you want a weapon to work, or even a weapon to be justified, you've got to give it at least one key standing point that makes it stand out. Like I said, with other Descendants, with other weapons, you've got weapons that work really, really well, like Ajax with the Thunder Cage, Glare with the Thunder Cage, basically anyone with the Thunder Cage, and because it's a universally strong weapon and stuff like that, it works practically on everything else. For the developers to basically go around it the other way and, you know, go through the route of buffing this weapon, buffing this weapon, buffing this weapon, it's good that they are doing this, but it would also be a lot cooler if the new weapon that comes out for once isn't shit. Because if I'm doing this in dungeon, I'm going to be struggling for a while. I'm making it actually look decent with Lepic, but, you know, it's still insanely impractical compared to even just other weapons at the same time. I wouldn't really want to use this weapon for whatever reason, and like I said, even if I put the enhanced mode on, the damage is going to get you killed more. With the non-enhanced mode, it's better, so I don't know where this falls into. It's a really interesting weapon for sure. Using it with Lepic's nades is probably also going to be funny, just because everything's in a big ball of thing, yeah, but this is really, really not worth it. So yeah, that's my conclusion. Should you invest inside of this weapon? No, you shouldn't. And I would say that grab it. It's in the battle pass anyways. Grab it, and then you are going to put it to level 40, and then you put it inside of your storage and give it about a year. Nexon might buff it, they might not, but I just think this weapon is practically it's just not got very much of a purpose right now. So yeah, that's pretty much everything, guys, and I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please do smash that like button, and if you are new here, please do consider subscribing. I make plenty of videos on the First Descendant, and we've been 2 for 2 on bad weapons this update, so that's one good way to look at it. So yeah, that's fun. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.